Hi third graders, I am so excited about today's science lab and I hope you are too. It's going to be a short one, but it is going to be delicious and lots of fun. Let's get started.
All right, third graders, to get started you need a few things. You can see here I have a plate with 8 Oreo cookies. Now you can use any type of sandwich cookie, but I have Oreos because that's what I have at my house. And then you need your worksheet that says the phases of the moon, and you can see I put my name on there. And I am ready to get started. All right, so boys and girls, I went ahead and took the tops off of my cookies here. I actually went through way more than 8 cookies because I kept breaking them. And so I actually spent some time along with my kids eating my mess up cookies, and they were delicious, so I have no regrets. And I was left here with 7 cookies with the cream on them, and we're going to actually shape that cream. So while I'm talking, you can go ahead and maybe start opening your cookies. And you can see they don't have to be perfect. I blobbed on some of them. That's okay. All right. You're going to have one cookie, though, that has no cream. That one is going to be our new moon. So I'll give you just a few moments to go ahead and open your cookies and get them ready. All right, so if you're still taking cookies apart, that is okay. I'm going to begin by taking my new moon, my dark cookie, and I'm going to put it right there on my worksheet. New moon. All right. If you do not have a cookie, maybe you would like to color in that entire circle so that it's dark. Okay. So that's our new moon right there. Okay, so the next step after our new moon, which is where it's all the way dark, is the waxing crescent. And that's where you start to get just a little bit of moon showing. It's like a little sliver. Now, for my waxing crescent, I broke my cookie, but I just used a little knife, a little butter knife, and I scraped off the cream and I ate it. But now I'm going to put this right up here at waxing crescent. So the moon is going to start to show up and get a little bit bigger. You can see there's my waxing crescent. Now, if you don't have cookies, you could color that in to make it look like that. You could color it in to look like this. You can see I've got my new moon and my waxing crescent with just a little bit of moon showing over here. Okay, so after our waxing crescent, we start to see a little bit more moon. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'll take this cookie right here and I'm going to just kind of split my cream in half, okay? And I'm going to take half the cream away. I'm going to eat it. It tastes good. I like it. Nothing wrong with eating your cookie cream. So you can see how I'm just scraping it away. That gives me my first quarter moon. So you can see, I put it here, more moon is showing, right? It's getting a little bigger. Just like here. If we draw it, it will look like this. Okay, the next moon you are going to prepare is your waxing gibbous. Now I've got my waxing gibbous going right here. You can see I only scraped off a little tiny bit on the side here. So the moon's getting fuller. It's getting bigger and bigger. All right. My waxing gibbous looks like this. It's got even more moon showing. It's going to go right there. So if we look at that, you can see more and more cream showing, right? If I look at my picture, it will look like that. Our next moon may be the easiest one of all, boys and girls. It is our full moon. It's full cream. All of our cream. So you can see, starting from the new moon, working our way around, you get more cream, more cream, more cream, more cream. It's all the way cream. Full moon is going to be just a plain white circle, just like that. All right, so after our full moon, then we start to lose a little bit of cream. So we're going to make a waning gibbous moon. So just like our waxing crescent moon, or our waxing gibbous moon, this time we're going to just take a little bit away. So I'm going to go like this. Take a little bit of cream away. So you can see I kind of draw a line there. Scrape it off, and I'm going to eat it. Tastes great. It kind of looks like the opposite of our waxing gibbous. Now it's waning gibbous. It looks like this. And it's just like that. So we start to see a little bit less. You can see that here. It's mostly white, but a little bit dark. Up next is our third quarter moon. It looks like the opposite of our first quarter moon. So you can see here, Again, I'm going to split that cream in half. Take half the cream off. I broke my cookie. That's okay. We can stick it back together. We want to get the cream off of there so it looks dark on half. See, when I stick it back together, it still looks okay. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it right there, third quarter. So you can see they're the opposite. First quarter up above, the cream's on the opposite side. So it looks like this in our picture. First quarter and third quarter, they're opposites. All right, we have one more moon to create. It is our waning crescent, where we're going to have just a little tiny crescent of moon left here on this side. So when you see that little sliver of moon up in the sky, that is sometimes our waning crescent. And I broke this cookie too. I think maybe somebody dropped my package of cookies because they really like to break. I've broken several of them. But again, it'll work. I'm going to get all the cream off. You can see here. When I put it back together, it still looks how it's supposed to look. Got that little sliver of moon there. I'm going to put it right here. And my masterpiece is complete. There it is. If I were to draw this in, I don't have cookies, it's going to look like this. Just a little sliver of white over here. The rest is dark. And I labeled those. So, if you did cookies, it's going to look like this. It's beautiful. And if you did a drawing, it's going to look like this. I kind of turned my camera there a little bit, but hopefully that works. So we have created Oreo cookie phases of the moon. I think they look pretty fantastic. They also look delicious. So here's the deal. After we wrap up the session, I would leave these on if you made them to help you with your exit ticket. But afterwards, I really hope you enjoy eating your phases of the moon Oreos, because that's like half the fun of this lab is getting to eat the results, right? And you hopefully were snacking a little bit as we were creating these as well, because I know I was. So again, if you made your phases of the moon sheet, it'll look like this. If you didn't have cookies and you colored one in instead, you could have colored in on the one with the cookies on it, or you could do it on a plain sheet of paper like this and label them, because again, you can use this to help you on your exit ticket.
All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed that lab. I know that I am gonna eat some of my full moon here as soon as we're done. I hope you had fun. Let's go ahead and wrap this session up so you can do your exit ticket.